Welcome back, guys. As promised, I've completed a book and made notes of that book in my beautiful handwriting that you're not gonna have it ever anyway. So, what I've done is I've gone through this immense book and I loved it. It's not just I'm trying to make a podcast. I really loved it. And the name of the book is How to Live on 24 Hours a Day. So, as the name itself states that, how to live on 24 hours a day, we don't live, we just exist. So let's see what the writer is trying to say. It's a very old book and literally this is what we need nowadays to realize what in deep shit we are and what we need to change in ourselves to live, not exist. Let's go through it. Welcome back again. Men of aspirations do not go home actually tired. The preface says that men who have aspirations, working a usual job does not make them tired. In fact, that's just the beginning of their actual work. Because working 8 hours a day does not make you bloody tired. What actually makes you tired or should make you tired is the work that you do after that to make something of you. Because when you're putting the full horsepower of your engines into something that you call work, that will exhaust you once you have done that for 16 hours at least. So, the men who have tasted the life, they desire the work after the 8 hours they have done the regular job. And then they want to achieve something else. So, these are the men who want to sleep less, work more, taste more, desire more. And obviously that's not you. That's what you want to hear right now. And that's what you want to change. You think that you are one of them, but actually you are not. So we have to learn through these researches, these literature, these psychological and mind-reading books. Because this has been done with the research of hundreds and hundreds of years. So if we cannot absorb the knowledge and use that, then there's no point of existing merely. We have to live out of these 24 hours. So what it says is, get up early in the morning. Then some of you will say, like me, I used to say that it's very hard to get up early in the morning. Then the answer is that sleep early. Then some of you again will say, it's very hard to sleep early in the night time because I sleep very late. Let's see the solution that is given by the writer itself here in this book. What he says is, if you are feeling difficult to raise up in the morning early, sleep early. If you can't sleep early, anyway, put an alarm, get up early for a few days. The deficiency of sleep is an art that you have to use for your benefit. Now you will say, how is the art having a deficiency of sleep? Once your mind sees that either way you're gonna be waking up 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning, what it's gonna do is it's gonna force you to sleep early. That's the trick. It will force you to sleep early. The next part is very, very informative but funny too. The writer says, sleep is a habit of slackness. He says that he consulted a doctor with 24 years of experience in London, and the doctor comes out with the solution that most people sleep themselves stupid. Can you imagine the mockery he is doing here? We sleep ourselves stupid. And he further says that 9 out of 10 people will have a better and healthier life if we just spend less time off bed and give more time to life. This is one of the best mockery I have seen. Literally, and I have read it a few times again and again, just to, not to understand that again, just to feel the gist of it. Just to feel the, you can say the passion and the pinpointing to us. What he was saying to us, what he was just pinpointing at us. If you just understand this point only, merely this point, you will be 9 people out of those 10 people and you will be having a very good life. But trust me, out of 10, only 1 will be trying to just absorb that even. So, Let's start with different chapters of this book. That was the preface I've gone through. Now, the first chapter is about time. The daily miracle. Time is a miracle. It's a gift, but before that, it's a miracle. How? A lot of philosophers have said that time is money. But actually, time is way more valuable than money. Why? Because everyone is trying to explain money and its value, but very few have tried even to explain the value of time, because it has no comparison. Thing is, the beauty of this is that you will have this every day, equal amount of time, like anyone. Doesn't matter what is the status of that person, what is the situation, what is the condition of that person is, they will have exactly the same wealth of time as you are having. So that means you are no different, or they are no different than you. Every morning, whenever you wake up, you will have the gift of same amount of time in your purse. So it's down to you how you spend it, how someone else is spending it. So there is a quote there, very beautiful, that in realm of time there is no aristocracy of wealth and no aristocracy. There is a very beautiful quote that I'm going to tell you. In realm of life, there is no aristocracy of wealth and there is no aristocracy of intellect. A genius is never rewarded even an extra hour a day. You see the beauty. What I was telling you is that what the writer is explaining, that doesn't matter you're a president, you are a shopkeeper, you are a CEO, or you are a director, you still have the same time as any other person. No one can defy you that. As long as you're alive, you having the same amount of time. Means what he's trying to persuade is that please use the time wisely. But we are humans. How can we understand these small but timid things? Another thing he says that if you say that I cannot get up early, I cannot make use or best of my time, so what we have to do is we have to try to wake up early, because what you can achieve in the first hour of the day, you cannot even achieve in the last 3 hours of the day. Now, it only takes 3 minutes to get ready when you get up, because most of the people, like I used to do, take at least 15 minutes to half an hour just to get out of the bed. And they said, oh, we have to do this, we have to do that. It's all drama. It only takes 3 minutes, according to the writer. It only takes, and actually it does, it takes 3 minutes to get you ready, because all you need in the morning is a cup of tea that can be made in a kettle, a warm kettle, and few biscuits to just get you up the bed and have your energy to do anything that you want to do in the morning. Okay, this small trivial thing will be seen or seemingly felt by foolish people, very small thing. Oh, this 3 minute, what is he talking about? But to the thoughtful, this is one of the important thing and important lessons in life that they can get. This 3-minute formula in the day, early morning time. So, in a nutshell, even if I'm a fool or I'm a scholar, doesn't matter. The mysterious power that has created time and giving it to us never calculates it that way. What does that say? It says only that even if he's any caliber of a person, in any situation, he has to be given equal time. He has to be on the equal time frame like anyone else. So just like in newspapers or in different articles, you read how to live on a certain amount of income, but you never see that how to spend certain amount of income relevance to time. So that means you have to learn the art of managing time, because once you do that, then you can create anything out of thin air, because then you are having extra time which you were wasting, and now you can put that into effect. That means in that extra time you have the capacity to build up that you never thought of even. That means that is a miracle itself. Man is a very, very different creature than we know about ourselves even. We always have a desire to do something new that has never been done before. all the men, even if it's the most laziest person on the planet Earth, still wants to do something that has never been done by any other man. It's a desire, innate desire. That means we have the capacity. That is why we have this desire built in. So we always want to do something, always want to achieve something that has never been done before. So what we call is, this has been called by many names, this desire. The writer says that men want to overstep the limits of their existing knowledge to satisfy themselves. Means we don't want to do something for anyone else. We want to achieve it for ourselves, to satisfy ourselves, and still we show slackness. We don't make the use of the currency we have in the form of time. See how bad is it on us. And that is why I love it when the writer makes fun of us in a very serious way. But we still don't understand that. As I read it more, this beautiful book of time, that how to live 24 hours a day, I realized that it's not about time management. It's more about the human nature. The writer is very cleverly intelligent. There are two kinds of intelligence. One is simple intelligence, that is more philosophical or more biblical. But this writer is so intelligent that he can make fun of you and not let you know that even. He will show you that he is the master of your nature. What he's saying is that here, look, he's saying that now you know that after reading few chapters of my book or going through few chapters of my book, that I will be having some formula of some kind that you will be adopting, and then you will be able to use your day in a very wise and adaptful manner. There is no such thing, sir. He says that there is no such thing like any formula that I can give you to use your day. All you have to do is you have to be ready for the discipline, the hard work, the sacrifice. You have to do that. And now furthermore says that what he says is that when you first began to gather my drift, perhaps there was a resurrection of hope in your breast. That's a very beautiful line he's saying. So what he's saying that you should not develop any hope from this book, because I'm not going to give you any formula. I'm just going to awaken your soul, what you already know, but you're not doing it. So what he says, most easy way to live fully and comfortably within one's daily budget of 24 hours is the calm realization of extreme difficulty of tasks and sacrifices and endless efforts it demands. So if you're ready for the sacrifices, then talk to us. Otherwise, don't even read the next part. Don't listen to this podcast. So the next part is, if you are not ready for a small or a no reward at all for your efforts or your hard work, don't even start, sir. What does that mean is, sir, that you don't have to think that you're going to put some effort and you're going to bear some results straight away. No, it doesn't work like that in the real world. You have the time frame. You have to start using it. You just have to have a vision. Work through it. Work for it. Work on it. Put your effort, but don't expect any results or reward. Okay? Don't expect rewards. So now you will say that, so how do I begin? You just begin, sir. That's what the writer says. You just begin. Well, the next part, as I keep saying, it keeps becoming more and more interesting for both of us, for you and me together. The writer says, what is the trouble doing all of it, what he's been talking about? The trouble all is the attitude, the mindset. He has to change his attitude. You, me, humans. Man has to change his attitude. That's the only problem. For example, he says that we count our day from 10 o'clock to 6 o'clock in the evening when we are doing a job. And we think we have made the best use of our efforts. Our muscles are tired, our body is tired, our brain is tired. What he says is, you have to start organizing a day within a day from 24 hours. Once you finish your job from 6 o'clock, you have to start counting your day from that point onwards. After 6 o'clock, what you are doing till the next morning. So you have another day within a day. So it's your job how to spend that day. So now most of us are lethargic, and we take that from 6 o'clock to next morning 10 o'clock, we take that time frame as a margin. That's what the writer says, margin. We don't count it as anything valuable or useful. We don't waste it, we don't create it, we don't use it, we don't do nothing with it, and we keep it as a margin. So what we have to do is start developing a habit, changing our attitude for using a day within a day. That's the beauty. Now, further he says that, in my beautiful writing, I'm going to read it. A common man wastes so much from waking up to go to station and then waiting, doing nothing. Hundreds of thousands of hours are lost this way. And the second thing he most importantly says that mental faculties are capable of continual hard activity. They do not tire like an arm or our leg. Means they don't get tired like our muscles. They do not want rest except for sleep. Means we can relax our brain just by sleeping. So all we have to do is use the time for sleep. Apart from that, whatever we waste, we have wasted. We are not using it. So it is a loss for us. Just by changing our attitude, we can start using that time frame and making something good out of it. Now, the next part is about making us realize that how lazy we are. Now I'm starting to see this book as a comic book on humans. So the more I read it, the more I started realizing that this is some kind of a joke on us humans, and it's a serious joke that we have to take it seriously, because it's a very, very light way that he has expressed his anger. The writer has expressed his anger on us, that what we are doing as humans, why can't we see that what we are doing? So what we do is, as humans, when we finish our day from 10 o'clock to 6 o'clock, we are already in the mindset that we are fully tired, we're exhausted. That's what we tell ourselves. When we go home, we tell our partner that, okay, if we have a partner, we tell our partner. If we don't have a partner, we tell ourselves that we are tired. Then we start doing rest, and then we start watching movie or some other activity with friends, just to make sure that we keep telling ourselves that we are tired, we need something like that. And then at 10 o'clock, 10:30, 11 o'clock, we start going to bed. Again, thinking of tiredness. But actually, we are not tired. What we have to do is, we have to start telling ourselves by 6 o'clock that we are not tired. It's just the beginning of another day within a day. It's just a beginning of another day within a day after 6 o'clock. And then you will start realizing that what we have to do is, we have to start building a habit of some mental cultivating activities. So our mind is cultivated every other day. We have to use these activities within 1.5 hours a day. And then we'll see that even after doing those activities, we still have time for friends, we still have time for movies, newspaper, everything. But we will be adding up in our life some new things. Now, one more line I want to share with you. So here again in my beautiful writing, as you can see, he says that, not the magic part. He says the magic part is that, it's an example, again a mockery, that if some of you guys, what he says, that is an example, it's the writer saying, not me. So what he says is that if we have to take a girl out after the work hours, we don't feel tiredness. In fact, we are more excited because we want to do that, we desire for it. We go home, we get ready again, we forget about everything, and we take her to the place of dinner, movies, and then we come back, then still we go to friends and cheer about it, and then still we're not tired. Means we have to develop our mental attitude, what we desire, and then we will make time for it. The next part he says that, see at facts at 6 p.m. that you are not tired. Use 1 or 1.5 hours every evening for mind cultivating activities, and you still have enough time for friendly activities. Again, the same thing approximately. It's you, me makes us lazy. Means the attitude has to change. Nothing else. The attitude changes, routine changes. The routine changes, slackness is gone. Means we are way above our mental capacity, and coming back to the same thing, where we as human wants to achieve something better than anyone else, it starts happening automatically. Now, the next part is how to control your brain. Now again, it is not a formula that we're gonna show that, okay, this is how you're gonna control your brain. It all comes down to focus. consistency, attitude. So what he's saying is it is very possible to control your brain, and most of the people, they die without realizing the power of brain, how to control it, how to use it. Because the first thing to success is to control your brain, your thoughts, and to focus on them and not to stray from them. That's the first thing. Then he says that when you are leaving for work, while you're going towards train or driving or anything, doing it while you are walking towards the station, all you have to do is just focus on work.